Thank you, and congratulations, Legislator Myers. Next up, from Legislative District 13, Legislator Jacques Michel.
One more time. I would like to ask my wife and my son to join me. The reason I asked for my son, he doesn't know it yet, but it's because he's going to be the new director of the Rockland County Crime Prevention Bureau that I've been leading. And also, he's a correction officer for the Rockland County Sheriff's Department. And one of the things people don't know about him is that he's a weightlifting champion, a world weightlifting champion. And he never mentioned it. So I'd like you to know. I would also ask Assemblywoman Ellen Jaffe to join us, please. Vox populi, vox Dei is the Latin adage for the people's voice is God's voice. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us all rejoice and be glad in it. This is indeed a historic victory for our community and America. Just before this race began, like in the tradition of all men of faith, I asked God for a sign of victory. And He came my wife, who for the first time of all the races I participated in, said to me with such positiveness, "You can run this time." As I lift my head toward heaven, I said, "Lord, I ask you for a sign, not a sidekick." Surely enough, my wife Yolanda has been my first supporter, critic, manager, and prayer partner. That is why tonight, of my own free will, I will lay my hand on her Bible, witnessing before God and the people of the world that I will cross along the bridge to a new standard in representative government. So help me God. And Assemblywoman Ellen Jaffe, I thank you for you had accepted to witness or to administer my oath of office. I'm honored. Thank you. On November 6, 2007, the voters elected me to represent Legislative District 13. The first good advice I had from my fellow legislators is not to name names tonight. And I don't think the chair would allow me to name 200 names. Therefore, I will ask X, Y, and Z. Fill in your name on the dotted line. And as I thank you for your prayers, vote, and heartfelt support for this historic victory in our community. I quote Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. America's strength is not only a material strength. It is first and foremost a spiritual and moral strength. To attest to that, I gave birth to a Legislative Action Committee formed primarily of my 11 elections district. They are 6, 8, 12, 21, 49, 51, 62, 65, 71, 74, and 89. A cross-section of members of our community, including professionals, store owners, homemakers, and youth. As I call your names, I would like you to stand, and please remain standing. Shin Paulinette, Joseph Bruno Charles, Vivian Street, Sanya Chikajlo, Guy Fongang, Deborah Carroll, Henry Robert Riobe, Dr. Franz Medillus, Connie Williams, Winston Hazard, Kizlan Posey, Edzer Toussaint, Emmanuel Ramos, and Betsy Joseph, some student at RCC. This Legislative District 13 Advisory Committee is not a political rhetoric or a window dressing type of organization. It is a committee of inclusion dedicated to obtaining suggestions and feedback from our neighbors on public policies and dedicated to bringing unity and prosperity to our multicultural communities of Rockland. Tonight, I thank you for volunteering to serve. You are tonight my crown jewels. Thank you. You can have a seat. And I can tell you, I will work hard to keep the trust you have placed in me. The French writer and philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre said, "To act is to modify the shape of the world." Tonight, I become this legislature's first Haitian American member. And I'm proud to connect my roots to the inseparable bonds between Haiti and the United States. Indeed, history speaks in a much clearer and louder voice of an event that took place 2 centuries ago. The date, October 9, 1779, when the 1,030 Haitians at Savannah, Georgia, stood alongside American revolutionaries to fight the British in the American War for Independence. British bullets took the life of 88 Haitians. Such history designed something special and symbolic between the two countries. A desire for freedom, pride, and independence. Being faithful to our forefathers is not to redo exactly what they have done, but is to do, for us to do, what they would have done had they lived among us today. That is why tonight I'm proud to be among the 17 members of this legislature, standing in a new battlefield for social, political, and economic freedom for all the people of Rockland County. And Madam Chairwoman, fellow legislators, my predecessors, I thank you for these brand new chambers that you have dedicated just to welcome me, although the red carpet is missing. But that's all right too. I will still stand by you. Because standing alongside of you, we will do the right thing right. When we favor education over incarceration of our most precious assets, our children. The statement Frederick Douglass observed over a century ago, that it is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. Standing alongside of you, it is doing the right thing right, to fight for public safety, whom